Hey everyone, it's Desiree. Now I am here with a comparison video, so to speak. And I'm going to do a comparison on double-sided foam tape. Now this is something that in the card making, basically, and I mean even paper crafts in general, but mainly card making, scrapbooking, we use this a lot. Because we want to give dimension and lift to our projects. So here are the different types that I will be looking at. Now, of course, we've got the normal and the infamous Scotch 3M roll. They were ones that were kind of, you know, they started the forefront, you know, or the beginning of all of this. Was great for shaker cards, great to add dimension, easy to work with, didn't gum up your scissors and does not still. So this is, I mean, this truly is one of the best, and it's tough to beat, but the cost of this can sometimes be very frustrating. Getting this at some stores, you will pay anywhere between $40 and $50. If you go to Amazon, you will pay, and again, this is the 3 3¼ by 36 yards. This is the normal, the standard roll that we always get. On Amazon, this can be anywhere from $23 to $31, okay? So it's still up there. Now, when I see it for $23, I pounce. And again, it's just usually by chance. Because $23, it's almost half of what you would pay at other places. So, but it's very good. And we're going to work with each of these today. Another one that I have used, because again, high cost price, is I also get mine from Uline. Now, it looks like this. It's the same height, the 1/16th of an inch dimension. It's very strong. I mean, this stuff is strong. Once you get stuff together, it's not coming apart. It's amazing, which is also very unforgiving. We've got some forgiveness with this one, not so much with this one. Now, this is absolutely at a better price break. This is, you can either go with a 1/2 inch by 36 yards. You have to buy a minimum of 2 rolls. So it's $18 for both rolls, so $9 each. If you want the 3/4 inch by 36 yards, again, you have to have a 2 roll minimum. That would be $24 or $12 each. Great price, wonderful product. However, getting the release paper off of the double foam is extremely challenging. Again, I will make you giggle. Just saying. One of the new products on the market is by scrapbook.com that I have found. So this here is their 1/4 inch wide. This here is their inch wide. I am a fan of the inch wide. I am one that I like to be able to cut down my pieces to the size that I need. I have not used this to make a shaker. Uline is not good for a shaker. Again, I can't manipulate it, but we're going to see. Okay. So this here for the 1 inch for scrapbook.com. Now they have different measurements. So for 1 inches by 32 feet. Okay, so only not 32 yards. It's 32 feet. When it's on sale, and it is currently on sale at the time that I'm filming this, this is $12.99. When it's not on sale, this is regularly $20 for 32 feet, not 32 yards. Okay, I like this. The release paper is wonderful to get off. Have not used it in a shaker. We're going to do, and again, when I say not use it in a shaker, there's a certain way that I double layer my foam. It's got to be able to meet that test. Scotch 3M does. So we're going to work with that today. I do not know how this is going to be. So if this at one point is not on sale, this is $20. For 32 feet, that's kind of a high price point. At least I think. But this is a wonderful product. 32 feet for $12.99, that's not too bad. All right. The last one that we're going to show is Arteza has created they didn't create it, has a double-sided, strong adhesion, weather-resistant, acid-free, indoor and outdoor usage, foam mounting tape, 36 yards by a 1/2 inch. See, 1/2 inch by 36 yards. So when you get this, it comes in a box. I was about to say, did I not slice that box? This is what the roll looks like. So you'll have this, and then this is what you'll see. Now, this is 1/16 of an inch in height. This is easy to peel off. The release paper is easy to come off. That's key for me. Now, don't get me wrong. The release paper is not easy on the U-line, but I do use it. I've just learned how to use it, which I will show you how I use it, because you can't beat the price. You really can't. And I mean, I do make shakers, but I don't make a lot. Okay. So this is what theirs looks like. They have a red edge to it. Now the price of this is a 1/2 inch by 36 yards. Regularly, this is $23.99, which is comparable to the 3M when it's on Amazon, when I find it on Amazon. Right now, it is on sale for $18.99, and I have a coupon, which will show right across here somewhere, or up in there, or I'll have it down there. I'm not quite sure, but you will now start seeing the code of the Arteza, for the Arteza site now. And down in the description, it'll say how long it's good for. So those are going to be the 4 products that we are going to look at. And at the end, I will have that breakdown again, and we'll have that up on the screen of what the prices are. So again, we're going to look at the Arteza. We're going to have the Scotch 3M. We are also going to look at the U-line, and we are going to have the scrapbook.com. So while this is here, you're seeing I'm putting the prices and the measurements on there. So if you wanted to, you could just screenshot or hold this so that you could write down this information. Again, these prices that I'm showing are at the time that I am filming this, and I am filming this on January 25th. This is when I'm taping this video. Okay, so the prices can change. Amazon changes often and keeps rotating. Places may not have a sale. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Okay, so let's look, or let's do the first item. Okay, so I just grabbed some scratch paper here. All right, so let's take these two. I'm going to take this piece, going to push that down. I'm going to remove the release paper, and I'm going to put this piece up on top. Now I'm going to write on this as well. So we'll put Scotch 3M. So I'm going to identify each of these so that we know what is what. All right, so let's cut a piece. Okay, so let's cut a piece of the scrapbook.com. Now, what I will say is when you cut a piece of the Scotch 3M, there is no gum residue on your scissors. Look how easy that comes off. That comes off very easy. Dig your nail in there and it just peels right off. All right, now this is the scrapbook.com. Same thing with the 3M. The release paper is very easy to get off of the page. So here is the U-line. Now I'm going to cut a piece off. Now, what I will say with the U-line is if you keep cutting, you will build up a gum residue on your scissors. Now, how do I avoid that? I use alcohol to clean my scissors with a cloth. Okay, I make sure my hands are wrapped because I've learned the hard way. I've cut my fingers many times and so forth. So now I'm going to try to remove the release paper. You can see that I struggle with that. And again, it could be me. It could be me. I'm just saying. But it is a little more challenging to remove that release paper than it is on other double-sided foams. All right, so if I sit here, you can see I'm trying to do that. So what I've done in the past is I grab one of my craft picks, I go into the corner, I can then pull up the release paper easily. This will gum up my craft pick end when I keep on doing that. So again, just so you know. So I'll put that on top of there, and I'm going to call that one U-line. And now we just have, oh God, I need my tall scissors. So let's now cut a couple pieces of the Arteza. So take that, we're going to put that there. The one thing that I will say is this Arteza feels a lot like the Scotch 3M. Now you can see I can just come in there and I'm pulling this release paper right off. So yay for that. And I'm going to put that up on top there, and I'm going to type in Arteza. So why did I layer these? So the reason why I layered these is to test which one is the strongest. Now, I think I already know which one is going to be the strongest. It's unforgiving. So I'm going to take my mini brayer. I'm just going to go across each of them to make sure that they all have been pushed down fairly. Okay, so the first one we put together is the Scotch 3M. You can see that I can pull this apart. Now, it will tear apart the paper. So it's got some strong capabilities, but you can see it can pull apart, but you've really got to work at that. Okay, just know that. So let's put the 3M back into its place. So we'll put that there, and we will put that there. Okay, scrapbook.com. This does have a little more give, and you can see the corners will come off, and eventually it will grab the paper. U-line. What is going to come apart for U-line is the foam, but you really got to push this. See how the foam is separating here? This is extremely strong. You just struggle with the release paper, okay? It is a wonderful double-sided foam. These are all wonderful double-sided foam tapes, okay? And then finally now the Arteza. It does hold on to the paper right off the bat. It's not even off of the corner where the other ones started away from the corner clean. So this one's got a pretty, Arteza, pretty good adhesion equally. Arteza wins. U-line is the strongest bond. Absolutely. But again, I am not seeing anything where something should not be used, okay? I just will say, when it comes to the U-line, the release paper can be difficult to remove. I'm going to say can be because it's difficult for me. Doesn't mean it's difficult for everybody, okay? Arteza is the easiest, along with scrapbook.com and Scotch 3M. These three, when it comes to the release paper, are equal. Okay, so the next test for me, I'm not also going to test on dimension. They all give me dimension. They're all equal. There is no sense in looking at who's better with dimension. It's all the same. You don't see this dimension. All right, so we're not going to compare about that. What we are going to compare about is how does this stuff work to make a shaker. Now, why do we do this? There is a certain way that I build a shaker. The double-sided, we take double-sided foam tape for the most part, and we double it. There's a specific way that I do this, that I'm just used to doing it. I will show you with the Scotch 3M. Now, hopefully I won't hit my camera, and if I do, I apologize. So I'm going to try to do this sideways. So I'm going to push everything out. So what I do is I pull out a length, I bring it back in, I match it up to this side, I hold this, and my thumb and my middle finger roll up the sides. I now have a piece of double-sided foam tape that's doubled. It's even along the edges, and all I have to do is cut it down. It's just like that. This is what I need to do when I create a shaker. Yes, it's just something that I do. My double-sided foam tape has to be able to do that. So far, the only thing that I use this for, the Scotch 3M, is to make my shaker cards, because it allows me to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if scrapbook.com, Arteza, and U-line, if I can do the same thing here. And I'm going to show it to you for the first time using scrapbook.com and the Arteza. I have tried this before with U-line and failed. I don't know if I'll be successful today. So let's find out. All right, so for the scrapbook.com, I'm going to use the 1/4 inch. I don't want to bulk up my 1 inch. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hold it the same way. So I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to curl her out. I'm going to match up the edges. I'm going to pinch it. And my middle finger and thumb are going to slide up to make them meet. Wasn't so bad. And I'm going to cut along that double edge. This is doable. Again, if a double-sided foam tape can do this, then I'm happy. All right. So scrapbook.com did this. So let me mark these here. And of course that's beating up. We know that's 3M. All right. Oh yes, black ink on my finger. Yay! Okay, so we've got 3M and we've got scrapbook. Now I'm just going to move this up into the corner so I don't keep knocking that. So the next one we're going to try is the U-line. Okay, we're going to see if this can work. All right, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull out and then I come back in. I hold it, I match it up with this thumb and that middle finger, And then I start sliding up. Huh. It's a little crooked, but you know what? Not that terrible that I would not do it. So this did work. Again, the problem with this is to try to get the release paper to come off. So, but doable. Now the other issue, well, we'll see, we'll show that in a second. Okay. So the next one that I'm going to do is the Arteza. And if you hear my cat in the background, he's upset because he's hungry and it's not time. Okay. So again, I'm going to pull out. I'm going to come back in. I'm going to match those two, pinch it, and I'm going to slide up. Now, I slid off on an angle, but for the most part, it did work. I'm going to cut up near the double, and we've got our double layer of that. So, pretty much they all will do what I need them to do because it's about me. So, it's just something that I do. I don't layer them. I pull it back in, I double it, I pull it out. Scotch 3M is the easiest. My fingers don't get caught up. You hear that as you're pulling through, you know, that means, you know, you're getting caught on those release papers and the sides and everything else. One of the things that I'm also curious is I can take these and I can cut them in half. Now I know when I do that with Scotch 3M, I have no residue on my scissors. Now, of course, I chose the thinner version for scrapbook, but that's okay. I can still cut into it, and I should be able to. And I'm able to cut up this, and I do not have any. I'm just going to put this page down. Again, the release paper. I do not have any residual on my scissors. Now remember, these are serrated. All right, so I'm not going to chop off a finger, as you're all going, stop doing that. If these were my FSJs, oh yes, I would have lost a finger by now. All right, now I'm cutting into the U line, going up the center. Nope, they are still clear. I have no gum residue on my scissors. And one last, I'm going to cut up the center on the Arteza. It's a very smooth cut. All of them were, and again, no gum residue. So that's a good thing. So, I think they're all comparable to each other. Some have better points than others. Some make it easier than others. So let's look at that. So honestly, you've got your Scotch 3M. It's a wonderful tape. It is the best. However, the price point, it is always at a higher price point. The minimum price point that you can, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. The minimum price that you can find this is on Amazon. And at minimum, it's $23. I cannot find it. And again, the typical 3/4 of an inch by 36 yard roll. For the scrapbook.com, excuse me, I'm still trying to get over this cold here. For the scrapbook.com, this is only 32 feet. It is not 32 yards. You can get it in different widths. I like the 1 inch if I'm getting this, because then I can cut it into any size that I want. All of these do work well for shakers. But again, 32 feet for scrapbook.com. When it's on sale, it's $12.99. That is a good price. When it's not on sale for 32 feet, it's $20. I don't know if that's good enough price. That kind of puts it up into the class of the 3M with the high price point. The U line is by far the cheapest and most inexpensive. You can do everything that you can do with these two up here. I have proven that, even surprised myself, because last time it was absolutely comical. Okay, but Your scissors, when you're cutting it regularly, not doubling it up, cutting it regularly, you will get gum residue on your scissors. That will have to be cleaned. I use rubbing alcohol on a microfiber cloth so my fingers are protected. The release paper for the U-line is difficult to get out of the other side, okay? Bottom line, sometimes you can nail it, sometimes I've really got to struggle with it to find it. So I do bring in my craft pick. That makes it easier for me to get the release paper off of this one. Excellent price point. If you want the 1/2 inch, you're talking $9 for 36 yards, but you have to buy a minimum of 2. So you're going to spend $18. If you want the 3/4 of an inch wide by 36 yards, you are going to spend $12 a roll. Still excellent price point, but again, you have to buy 2 rolls at a minimum. That's $24. But again, you're getting 2 of these for the cost on Amazon for 1 of these. Okay, so the price point is very good. Arteza, absolutely. First time I even opened it out of the box. I like this. I think it is great. The release paper comes off smooth, won't hold you back, doubles up just like the 3M. I think this mirrors the 3M very well. It is more foamier. That means it's lighter. It's a lot more airier when it comes to this. Now, for this, when it's on sale, it's $18.99. And again, if regularly, it's $23.99. This comes in a 1/2 inch by 36 yards. It's not a bad price. So it's comparable to the price when we find the 3M and a little bit less expensive than when we find the 3M on Amazon. So I will have a coupon for this, and it's going to come up here again. Hello, there we are. So this is a good price point. I am happy with this product. So now you have options. Again, they all work fine. This one's just a little bit more finicky, and it is unforgiving. The moment it goes down, it sticks. Okay, so this is the strongest. However, the Arteza did have the best bond on all sides, so it will pull the paper apart. So I do hope this helped, just looking at these four for comparison, just so you know, all of these here were purchased by me, and this one here was provided to me by Arteza to perform a review. So again, I purchased these 3, and Arteza had sent me this product here, and I'm very thankful that they did. It allows me to show you options that you have in the paper crafting world if you are interested in making shaker cards or adding dimension to any of your paper crafts that you may complete. So all the products that I used right there will be listed down below in the video description. Along down there will be the discount code that I do have for Arteza. It can be used on any products within their store during a certain time, and the end date of when the coupon is good till will be listed down below as well. If you should have any questions or comments, please make sure you leave those down below as well, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for stopping by and taking the time to watch the video. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe, be part of my group, and if you've already subscribed, I am truly grateful that you are here, and I do hope that I'm showing you something a little different, or maybe thinking about something in a different way. I hope everybody has a great day, but always remember what's most important for me that we do every single day. Always be creative.